Welcome to my little corner of the internet, where we celebrate creativity and growth. Welcome to another exciting video, where we'll be shedding light on Anant Pai. Anant Pai, 17 September 1929 – 24 February 2011, popularly known as Uncle Pai, was an Indian educationalist and a pioneer in Indian comics. He is most famous as the creator of two comic book series, viz. Amar Chitra Katha, which retold traditional Indian folk tales, mythological stories, and biographies of historical characters, and Tinkle, a children's anthology. In the next segment, we'll be exploring early life and education and its implications for our subject matter. Pai was born in Karkala, in what was the erstwhile Madras Presidency of British India, on 17 September 1929 to a Konkani-speaking Gaud Saraswat Brahmin couple, Venkataraya and Sushila Pai. He lost both his parents at the age of 2. He was then brought up by his maternal grandfather until his death in 1944, after which he moved to Bombay, now Mumbai, where he studied in Orient School, Mahim. He pursued his higher education in chemistry, physics and chemical engineering at the Institute of Chemical Technology, formerly UDCT, and was a dual degree holder from the University of Bombay. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting professional career. Endowed with the passion for publishing and comics, his failed attempt at creating a children's magazine of 1954 was followed by a career as a junior executive in the Times of India Books division, putting him in the thick of affairs when Indrajal Comics, which was famous for publishing comic book series like Mandrake and The Phantom, was launched by the Times Group. The idea behind starting a comic book series devoted to Indian culture and history came to Pai from a quiz contest aired on Doordarshan in February 1967, in which participants could easily answer questions pertaining to Greek mythology, but were unable to reply to the question in the Ramayana, who was Rama's mother. He left his job at the Times of India the very same year and started Amar Chitra Katha, a comic book series which retold traditional Indian folk tales, Hindu mythology and biographies of historical persons, with the help of late G. L. Merchandani of India Book House, when most other publishers from allied publishers to Jaco had rejected the concept. He took on the role of writer, editor and publisher. The series went on to become a publishing milestone for the Indian comic book scene, selling over 86 million copies of about 440 titles. In 1969, Pai founded Rangreka Features, India's first comic and cartoon syndicate. In November 1980, he started Tinkle under this syndicate. It is a children's anthology of short stories, jokes and educational articles in comic book format. Tinkle too replicated the success of Amar Chitra Katha, with the magazine currently in its 669th issue as in June 2017. Pai's involvement with the above, and the personal rapport he shared with his readers, earned him the title Uncle Pai. In 1989, again through this syndicate, Pai launched Chimbu Comics, which included his own works like Ramu and Shmoo, Capish, Little Raji and Fact Fantasy. This venture failed to repeat the success of Amar Chitra Katha and Tinkle, and eventually its publication was stopped. Pai remained managing director of Rangreka Features until 2000, when he sold it to a Hyderabad-based animation studio named Color Chips. Besides comics, Pai was also a specialist in personality development. He founded the Partha Institute of Personality Development in August 1978, which conducted personality development classes through correspondence for children and teenagers. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on comics. Under Rangreka Features, Pai created a large number of comic strips such as Ramu and Shmoo, Capish, Little Raji, and Rika, along with one-off short stories in comic format. Most of these continue to appear in newspapers and magazines. He also created educational strips such as Fact Fantasy, Funland and Funtime. Let's transition to video and uncover its significance. Pai has written and produced 2 video films, Ekam Sat, The Vedic Concept of God and The Secret of Success, in both English and Hindi. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of miscellaneous. Pai's other works include a number of books on personality development for children and teenagers, such as How to Develop Self-Confidence, How to Achieve Success, How to Develop a Super Memory, and audiobooks like certain titles of Amar Chitra Katha in audiobook format and Storytime with Uncle Pai, where he plays the role of narrator-storyteller. As we enter this new chapter, let's navigate the complexities of awards and recognitions and unravel its multifaceted nature. Lifetime Achievement Award at the First Indian Comic Convention, New Delhi on 19 February 2011, 6 days before his death, was given by Prawn, creator of Chachu Chaudhary Kapoor Chand Puraskar of Uttar Pradesh Balkalyan Sansthan 1994 Yava Memorial Award in Hyderabad 1996 Maharashtra Rajya Hindi Sahitya Academy Award 1996 Dr. T.M.A. Pai Memorial Award in Manipal 1997 University of Bombay Department of Chemical Technologies Distinguished Alumnus Award 1999 Millennium Konkani Sammelan Award, Illinois, United States of America 2000 Raja Rammohan Roy Library Foundations Award 2001 Priyadarshini Academy Award 2002 Vishwa Saraswat Sammohan 2003. Moving on to the next segment, we have Google Doodle. Google's international and India search pages honored Pai with a comic-style doodle of him on 17 September 2011, the 82nd birth anniversary of Pai. The doodle featured Pai sitting in his office, surrounded by shelves full of his own creations. Two such pictures, one in which Uncle Pai is sitting and the other in which he is standing, form the doodle, with the writing of Google connecting the two. As we enter this new chapter, let's navigate the complexities of Amar Chitra Katha biography and unravel its multifaceted nature. On 18 February 2012, SCK Media, a Mumbai-based edutainment company which had been managing Amar Chitra Katha and Tinkle since 2007, released an Amar Chitra Katha title on Anant Pai, which was scripted by Gayatri Chandrasekaran, assistant editor of Tinkle, and illustrated by Dilip Kadam, who had illustrated many of Amar Chitra Katha's most famous titles. In this segment, we'll be unraveling the complexities of personal life and exploring its multifaceted nature. In 1961, at the age of 31, Pai married Lolita, who was 20 at the time. She later died in 2015, 4 years after his own demise in 2011. The couple was childless. He resided in an apartment in Prabhadevi, Mumbai. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of death and explore its various aspects. Anant Pai died of a heart attack on the evening of 24 February 2011. He had been recovering from hip surgery which was necessitated following his falling down from the stairs a week prior to his death. His last rites were performed later that night at the Shivaji Park Crematorium, Mumbai. I love hearing from you, so leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments.